Alrighty, so third time's a charm, right? Alright, so this will be take 3 of this video. Um, it's been quite interesting this afternoon trying to get this video done. Okay, anyways, so this is going to be a video on, I think they're still in the house. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's just us. They have left the building. Okay, anyway, so these are 3 of my favorite cruelty-free foundations right now that are drugstore affordably priced foundations, which has been a struggle for me to find. And so far these are the 3 that I kind of like the best right now. The first one is actually from a natural organic line, so it is a little bit more pricey than the other 2, but not as expensive as your more high-end brands like Stila or Tarte, or something like that. So this first one is by a brand called Lavera. It is Lavera Nature Cosmetic. That's the brand. This is their natural liquid foundation. It is 1 fluid ounce. It describes it on the back of the bottle as a liquid foundation with organic botanical liposomes, gives delicate, even coverage. What I love about this foundation is that when you put it on, it's not necessarily has the most coverage of all. I would say it's a pretty decent, medium coverage foundation. But what it does really well is somehow it just really corrects uneven discoloration, or not even necessarily like discoloration, but just if you have like uneven skin tone, or if you're, have any, like, I would say like mild, very mild, like sun damage, or just some, kind of mild uneven places in your skin tone on your face. This does a really, really amazing job of just really evening that out. I do find that I need some concealer under my eyes, and if I'm very red in the nose or on the chin, I do need to do some spot concealing there. But otherwise, it really does, sorry, I'm trying to avoid the glare with my glasses. But it does do a really, really amazing job of just absolutely evening you out without sort of taking away from the color of your skin. Sometimes you put a foundation on and it sort of just makes you all like very like flat looking in one color, and this really doesn't do that. It gives a very, very beautiful, amazing natural finish. You put it on and you feel like, wow, my skin just looks amazing. And then when your makeup is finished, it's just, you have this great canvas on your face, your skin. It really, really does look absolutely beautiful. I am in the color Porcelain 01. Now, I am not porcelain skin tone. I'm not the fairest of the fair at all. I feel like this being the lightest color in the line and being considered porcelain is a little misleading. So if you are very, very fair, this may not work for you. I think I can still wear this color. I think it's still dark enough for me to wear. But I think that the closer I get, the deeper into summer I get, I probably will not be grabbing for this quite as much. Another downside is that there are only 4 shades. So the shade range is extremely limited. I believe the darkest color is called tan. And I would not consider that a tan color. All the colors seem to be very close to each other, so it's not even within those 4 colors a very wide range. It's not like a light medium and a, medium tan and a tan and a tan dark or whatever. It's very, very limited, the colors, and I think that's really one of the only drawbacks to this, as far as the product itself. This is definitely really great for normal to dry, dry to very dry. It's very moisturizing. If you're oily, this really isn't going to work for you. And I don't believe that they have any kind of formulas for oily skin. So if you're an oily skin girl and you're looking for something natural, this really isn't going to work for you. I believe it retails for 26. It's either 24 or 26, but I'm leaning towards the 26 range. You can look at their website. If you have like a natural food store or a natural product store nearby you, you can check with them. They may carry this, and that way you can kind of test out the shade range and see if it would work for you. But all in all, I think this is a really amazing product. It's very lightweight. It smells so good. It smells like you're in a spa. And I've never figured out what that spa smell is, but if you've been to like a real spa, like, you know, it has like that scent. I can't quite place it, but that's what this smells like. So it smells really good, along with not having any harsh chemicals. So if you are sensitive to a lot of chemicals in products, that may be something to try. Next is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. I am in the color 02 Nude, 02 Nude. This is still a little bit on the yellow side for me. However, because I was out the last 2 weekends in a row, we had very nice weather. Yay! It was very sunny and warm. I did get a little bit of color even through my sunscreen, and so this is working for me a little bit better. I purchased it during the winter, and it still was a little dark for me. This is more of a yellow base. This particular shade, they have both the yellow and the pink undertone shades. I got the 04 shade, which I believe is called Natural Beige or Creamy Beige, something like that. I just know it's shade 04. That is the lightest of the pink undertone foundations, and that was too light for me, and it put kind of a white haze on my skin, which is what sometimes foundations with a pink undertone tend to do to my skin. That being said, the reason why I'm bouncing back and forth is because I actually have both yellow and pink undertones in my skin, and I really sometimes struggle with finding the right balance without having to buy two foundations to mix them into one. I can hear my daughter outside crying. My husband's with her. Don't worry. They have a shade, the 03 shade. I just heard the gate. I don't know if they're coming in. Okay, everything's fine. The shade 03, I forget the name of it, is actually described as having an apricot undertone to it. So once I use this up, I may grab that one just to try it. So this is an oil-free, water-based, full coverage, mineral enriched matte finish foundation. It's how they describe it. I would not say that this is a full coverage. To me, full coverage means that it covers enough that I don't need to use concealer. To me, that is what full coverage is. This is a medium to medium plus. It does have a matte finish. I feel like I do get some shine through during the day, so I still need to powder it. I have the matching powder foundation, the Stay Matte Not Flat powder foundation, which is really great. They work really well together. This is not an all-day wear foundation though. I feel like by 10 or 11 o'clock at night, which, I mean, it's time to take your makeup off anyway, but if you're going to have a late night, if you're going out, this will be breaking down at that point. So if you're going to be out anywhere, dancing or at a show or something where you're going to be very sweaty, this is really going to start to break down at that point. So I recommend that if you're going to be using this for a late night, that you redo your makeup before you go out if you're going to be using this. That being said, at $7.49, I think it's still a very solid foundation, and I do really like it. And like I said, I think after I go through this, because I'm going to be using this now this summer, because of the color is more close to where I'm at right now, I'm going to try the 03 shade and see if that apricot undertone works better for my skin. So now on to actually my favorite of the three currently, and I'm kind of sad I'm gonna have to retire it for the summertime because the little bit of sun that I got pushed me out of the shade that my foundation is in, and it is the Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation, and I am in the color 816. Can you see that? Is it gonna focus? It doesn't want to focus. Fair Light. Now, at first glance, these two seem to be very similar. This looks a little pinker, but they almost seem to be just about the same color. However, this goes on much lighter than it shows in the tube. So there's, I think six or eight shades. There's one lighter. It is Fair. This is Fair Light. Then it goes light, and then I believe it goes medium or medium light or something like that. I could definitely move into the light at this point. Maybe even one. Well, no. I would say I could probably solidly wear the light shade, but I absolutely love this. This is described as an all-day wear. I would completely agree. I do not get any breakdown with this throughout the day. Medium to full coverage, I would say, again, a solid medium plus. I like to do 2 thin layers with both of these. I do 2 thin layers. The first layer I buff it in with a brush. Then I go back and I do another thin layer and I blend it in with my hands where I want a little bit heavier coverage, and that really gives me a nice solid medium plus coverage. And then I do any spot concealer that I need, but I think with this one today I just did some under eye stuff and I didn't have to do anything with my around my nose or my chin because my skin is actually cooperating right now. It's considered a lightweight satin matte finish. Absolutely. Be alarmed that this is called a cream foundation. It is a cream foundation. It is a little bit thicker consistency. However, it is very, very lightweight on the skin. I love a satin matte finish because it gives us drier skin girls a little bit of that matte look without it end up looking cakey, which tends to be what happens when you put matte foundation on dry skin. It looks crackly. That little bit of satin in it really helps to just kind of smooth it over and look really nice. Then it says Visibright Complex reduces the appearance of wrinkles and rejuvenates skin. I don't really know if I noticed that, but like I said, it's probably that satiny finish really like helps it to just kind of glide on. Again, this is definitely my favorite. It ranges, price ranges about $3.99 to $5 depending on where you get it. I think probably the limited shade range, there only being about 6 or 8 shades, is a downside. The other downside to it is the end. Do you see how big the hole is in the applicator? When you squeeze, quite a bit of product tends to come out, and so you can end up having some wasted product if you're not careful. I wish that it was more like the NYX, where you see it's a very small opening for the product to come out front of. I feel like that would be much better for this. I've had a couple of times where I really got a little bit distracted. I went to squeeze some and it was just enough to cover my face, my neck, my chest, so then you end up having quite a bit of wasted product. But with it averaging at about $4 to $4.50, it's not so bad. It's not like you're wasting a $40 bottle of foundation. You have all this coming out. So those are my 3 favorites. They all are really great solid foundations. I feel like the NYX and the Wet and Wild, from normal oily to dry skin, could use either of those very comfortably. The Lavera, obviously, like I said, is definitely for more dry skin. Um, so those are my favorites right now for the cruelty free. I was thinking about doing demo videos for each of these so you can sort of see really what they look like on the skin and what like a finished product looks like on it, because I like to see that personally before I go out and buy it. When I'm looking at these review videos, I just haven't had the time to do it right now. So it would be 3 videos that hopefully I can condense into one, but it could end up starting as 3 separate videos. So what I was going to do was have the same basic makeup look. So eyes would be done, my eyebrows would probably be done, and I would just be putting on the foundation, any concealer if I need it that day, powder, bronzer, contouring, and blush. So you can sort of see what it looks like on and then what the finished product is going to look like. So if that is of interest to you, if you would like to see that, please comment down below and let me know if that, if you're not using these. If you've been interested and you kind of want to be able to compare what the finishes look like. I have dry skin. I have like normal dry skin right now. So if that's of interest, please let me know. Comment down below. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so I got through this video. Can you believe it? This is my 3rd time through this video, uninterrupted. And yeah, if you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please subscribe. I'm not always this scatterbrained, but it's just sort of, it's been a day. Can we just talk about it? It's been a day. Oh my goodness. My son was on fire at school today. So yeah, had a long, like 20-25 minute talk with his teacher after school. He had a really difficult day. But yeah, so that spilled into at home. My daughter's been super cranky. I don't know what's going on with her. It's been like several weeks now where she has just been so much crankiness, so much diva behavior. Anyway, so I'm a little like, but I think that now that I'm done with this, I'm going to be working on uploading tonight, and I think before I do that, I am going to go and try to get a run in. I am going to start training for a 5K and a 10K that I am going to be doing. I'm training for the 5K even though I'm doing the 10K first because I don't have enough time to do the training for the 10K, because you have to start the program that I'm doing. You have to start the 5K and do the 5K training first and then move to the 10K. So I think that if I get the 5K training down, because I have plenty of time to do that, I can start working on the 10K by the time my 10K comes up. And then when I do the 5K later on, because I'm doing a 10K in July and then a 5K in September. And the one in September is actually the Color Me Rad. So if you have never heard of Color Me Rad, look it up and see if one is coming to a town near you, because they're really, really awesome. So anyways, I will get, if you're interested in wanting to know more about what I'm going to be doing, comment that down below too, and I'll do another video for that. Anyways, hope you all are well and have had a better day than me. Tomorrow is Thursday, and then Friday, and then the weekend, and then the week is over, and then we get to start it all over again. Anyways, that is it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.